Good morning, doctor. Today I was thinking about how dentistry is all about relationship, or at least it should be. Relationship with our patients, with our staff, with our lenders, our suppliers. Relationships are what our career, our profession, and our very life is built on. Relationships. So let's talk specifically about relationships with our patients right now, because one of the things that has happened over the last 20 to 30 years is a huge shift in the relationship that most medical care practitioners, doctors, including dentists, of course, have with their patients, or the patients have with them. How do I mean that? What am I thinking? Well, first of all, the relationship we have with them, as you probably well know from my other videos, is one that we would be happiest and they would be happiest if that relationship were based on love. Real, true, enduring love for them, for their needs, for their souls, for the very being of each of our patients. And sometimes that's hard to do because we're blending a business, which we should be. We're in business to make money, to make a living, to bring it home to our families and support our families. And we're in a business that has to do with caring for people. And so we've got relationships within that mode, and we're trying to blend that. That is tough to do sometimes. Now, what's happened over the last 20 or 30 years is that corporations, and I refer to corporations including insurance companies, the government, i.e. Medicaid, Medicare, have gotten into this whole two-party system of relationship, and now we have another party involved, and that has made it very, very different in many cases. Very, very difficult for you in many cases. The expectations of your patients, your expectations, all of a sudden we're on different pages so many times. So I wrote down some things that I wanted to mention about this, and I thought, first of all, when you think about that third party getting involved, as Claude said to me this morning, you know, these corporations are conditioning the patient to not feel loving toward their doctor. Well, why? How? What? Well, they're looking to get what they feel they are, I guess, entitled to, what their premiums cover, and you are thus the vehicle, the vessel that carries those things to them. So they're not feeling loving. They're feeling like, give me what I'm supposed to get and let me get out of here. Now, you can change that. And of course, without even going there, we can say you can change it by the way you approach them and by the way you manage your end of the relationship, but you can also change it by getting out of that third party involved in the relationship, which we'll leave aside for the moment. But that's an absolutely important point here. The other thing that I wanted to say to you about this relationship, if we take the fact that it's built on love, or should be built on love, and can be very different if it's built on love, where you care so very much for them and about them, you want to know what they want, who they are, why they're there, and they go away feeling all of that love, you can change everything with some patience. Of course, there are patients who, again, are there to get what they feel they have either paid for, their employers paid for, their insurance premiums paid for, and that's not really on their list, or they don't know, they don't have enough experience in that area to be able to see, appreciate, and enjoy that. But let's just look at this. Why would you want to attract the type of patients who want discounts, who want coupons, who want only what's covered, who assume that if the insurance company says it's not covered, number one, they're right, which turns out not to be the case a lot of times. And number two, they say, the patient thinks, well, must not be needed. Why would you want those patients? Why wouldn't you want to attract, and of course you do, patients who are willing to look at what you're offering, value the excellence, value your love, and are willing to pay for it? You say, well, maybe they can't pay for it. That's a personal decision. And you know very well that if we read pocketbooks, if we read purses, wallets, we're wrong. Of course they can pay for it. Anybody can pay for almost anything they want. They just can't pay for everything they want. So when they value what you can do in excellence for their dental oral health and loving them through it, they may just be willing to pay for it. Now, they might say, you know what, I don't want that. I want to go out and buy a brand new $65,000 SUV. That's their choice. It doesn't relate to you at all. That is their choice. But you give them the opportunity. What about these patients who care about love, who care about relationship, who notice your love? What about that? If you're ready to step up and deliver absolute excellence and absolute love, and don't let that go to the side, think about who you want to be serving, helping, and how you can approach those patients and give them just that. Some thoughts for today, Dr. Chris, signing off.